Free yard sign. Isn't it beautiful? I love ladybugs. Welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Well, hey y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Happy Friday before Thanksgiving. We are getting into the Thanksgiving spirit around our homestead, and my husband recently found some stuff on the side of the road. I'm going to be sharing some of that with you, and a couple of pieces of artwork, metal artwork that we can put on our Victory Garden fence. So we're excited about that. And I like to decorate with used and repurposed items, and that is part of the Frugal Living Challenge 25. Intentional living, living simply and frugally. And we're going to be sharing a lot more stuff. We've still got another month of Frugal Living Challenge, so there's a lot more stuff coming. Y'all be on the lookout for that. And our Thankful 50 Challenge 25 will end on the end of November. So if you want to get a video in, please use the hashtag Thankful50Challenge25. Tag my channel. Tag 2 or 3 people that are content creators and make your list. There's also an official playlist. I will put that in the description box below the video. So today we're going to get out and we're going to put up this little art piece, and we've got a lot of projects coming up. I can't wait for them to come to fruition and show you everything that we're doing on the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Here's our beautiful new ducks that we received recently. The people were rehoming these ducks, and we received a big duck house and these 4 ducks. One of them has mallard in it, and a lot of mallard markings came out. Indian runner ducks do have mallard in them, so that's not unusual, but to see one with so many markings is. And they are getting quite acquainted in their new little area. We've got them out here with the blind duck and the half-blind duck. So they're doing really, really well. They've already laid a couple of eggs, and we're really excited to have them as an addition to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. This is the duck house that came with the 4 ducks. My husband also found all of these ceramic pottery for planting our plants in the spring, and I'm super, super excited. That green one is going to be Tessie's cottage garden, and probably the little turquoise one inside as well. So y'all be on the lookout for springtime flowers. So I'm moving all of the pots over here to where I have all of my goodies stacked. We also picked up a planter stand and a little table. Now the table needs to be spray painted, and we also got some hanging planters right here. I'm going to show you what they look like. There it is. So I'm excited to have those as well. I have to find a place to hang those. And there's the little tables. And I have added in most of the planters, not all of them, over here, so they'll be ready for the spring months. And I'll get out here early in the spring and get them all cleaned up and ready to use. There's those 2 chairs. I'm going to turn those into a planter as well. And I'm really, really excited about all of these because these are expensive to buy. We also picked up Red's sweet potatoes. These are Mississippi grown sweet potatoes from the world capital of sweet potatoes. Aren't they sweet? $24 a bushel. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So this is a piece of artwork that my husband found on this side of the road, either going to work or coming home from work. I can't remember. He likes to go look for things that we might be able to use, that people throw out. And of course, this is an indoor piece of artwork, so it will rust over time, but that's okay. What I'll do every year is I'll come out here and I'll spray it with a clear coat of paint to kind of protect the metal for a while. And I'm just zip tying. Got to find the pocket that I've got my scissors in. So I've got to be careful because I've got two pieces to hang. Not a lot of zip ties left in our bag. But I think I can get this done pretty easily. So I'm just going to find a spot where there is a crossbar that I can zip tie this piece of art down. And of course I'll come back out here when we buy some more zip ties to make sure that it is good and secure, but for now it's just going to be a few put on here. Let me grab this end, if I can reach that far down. And make sure we're kind of hanging straight. It's really overcast today. We had a little rain move through last night. Of course, I'm filming this a couple of days in advance, so y'all are aware that I do that. And I'm going to put one more zip tie down here at the bottom to kind of make sure that this is going to be secure, maybe two. Oh, that's not a good one. Let's see. I think I'm going to put it right here, just to make sure it's not going to blow off if we get a really strong wind. And then I'll come back later on and I'll put some more on this. We're going to get the other one up. I think it's really pretty. And let me grab my stick and we'll come right back. And I'll bring you in so you can see what it looks like. This one might be a little bit harder for me to lift because it's kind of wonky. Get my hand out of there. And it's a little bit heavier than the other piece. Okay. I think I'm going to go about that height with this one. And I need a zip tie. Okay, let me see what I can do with this. There we go. This apron has a lot of pockets. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to zip tie this. And I will come back in and put some more zip ties on these just to make sure that they're good and secure. And let's see. Get this one. Got one more zip tie left. I'm going to go ahead and use it. And then we'll be buying some probably this weekend. I'll be back out here getting these good and secure. So the Victory Garden plaque that I made earlier this year came loose from the fence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up with another way to prop the sign up and fix it. And here is the first piece of artwork going on our fence. Isn't that pretty? I absolutely love it. And here's the second piece of metal artwork. And it's pretty too. And I can add flowers and different things along this fence line as we find pieces or I make them. So this is one way to use up somebody else's discarded items and repurposing them. So I think it looks really pretty. I'm going to step back and maybe we can get both of them in the same frame. I've got to be careful because this is where we have the duck ponds at. And I don't want to step in a hole. Okay, I think you can see both of them pretty good there. So I think it looks good. And we're going to move on and do something else. It always amazes me the things my husband can find on the side of the road. Y'all, people don't give to these thrift stores like they used to. They will leave absolutely perfect items on the side of the road. There were other items he could have picked up that day, but he didn't want to take everything, including a complete set of dishes. And he did bring home a set of pots and pans, but I don't use Teflon coated pots and pans. However, I did pull every one of the glass lids that went to that set because they're expensive to replace. And if I break one and need to replace it, I have some replacements on hand. And the ones that I can't use, I can donate to a thrift store. So even if you don't like getting the things on the side of the road, if there's something you see that is usable, pick it up and donate it somewhere instead of letting the trash pick it up. We want to conserve what we have and not be wasteful. Thank you for watching today. I hope that you have a blessed Thanksgiving week and Thanksgiving Day with your family. And let's kick off a gingerbread Christmas next week. Be blessed, everybody. Here's some content I think you might like. Thank you for visiting our homestead. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hype, and share to help our small channel grow. See you next time for more simple living, frugal tips, and farmyard fun.